Guys, what is going on? Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope all is well, right? You know what I'm saying? Guys, we're going to do the day shift, you know? And, ooh, I actually think I found a new body cam channel. Check it. Uh, hold on, guys. Here we go. Let's do this. And then we'll do, here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Guys, yeah, what's going on, guys? You good to see you guys on a Friday, right? Guys, let me drop the link. Oh, they changed the interface to StreamYard all of a sudden. That's odd. Guys, so we're gonna talk about there's a guy that I found his video, right? And he's a personal trainer. Basically, he says that all these rich guys take their wives to to his gym for him to train, and all the wives want is for him to clap cheeks, right? Hey guys, I dropped the link for anyone who wants to come on up, guys. So guys, we will do the first 25, 35 minutes for everyone in the chat, and then we will go members only as usual. So guys, make sure to hit the join button or hit the link in the description. You know what I'm saying? That's always a good thing. Oops. There it is. Yeah. And guys, let me see. Pin that. Let's see. Let me share my screen here because we're going to break some news. Dudes do that. Arch Knight. What's up, dude? Rajai, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Where are we?
There hey, AJ.
Are. What's up, dude?
Your loop tubes.
Oh, you know what, guys? Here, I just hold on, guys.
Yeah,
is my sound bad? Here, you know what it is? Here, guys, I just did this stupid thing. I just did a update on my computer again. Sorry. Is that better?
Yeah, that's much
better, right? Sorry, guys. Yeah. Every time that I do a Windows update, it throws my sound settings off. I should have, man. That means I got to go to my recording software and fix it too. It does this every single time. So I try and wait as long as possible between updates. So 2000s guy, what's up, dude? Steve is here. What's up, Steve? Let me see. TJ's here. David's here. Red Door's here. Good to see you. Thanks, Colin. Man, I appreciate that.
No problem.
With the sound. But let's since I have a co-anchor, let's drop some. Oh, guys, I'm gonna thanks for being on the panel and supporting Locke the Bounty Hunter yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of fun, And guys, I'm glad that you guys are going over there to support him. Colin, did you see me react to that therapist guy who was cooking those two chicks, the black guy?
I saw most of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get him for an interview here in the next week or two. So guys, look forward to that. I have to reach out to him, but he's been going on a lot of podcasts, and it's funny because he's black, but he's like me, where I don't think he's been on social media in a lot of predominantly black spaces. So he went on this all black panel, and of course he's talking facts, and all those B-dubs are all arguing back and forth with him. You know what I'm saying? Guys, this is why I can't be on predominantly black panels, because it'll be like 4 or 5 black dudes getting to the point where they're talking some sense, and 1 or 2 B-dubs just friggin' talking mess. Being passive aggressive or just outright aggressive, getting in their feelings And then all of a sudden it's, I'm going to kill your bitch ass, bitch. Just disrespectful. Disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And guys, here. Guys, we're going to get to a certain point to where we're going to have like chicks calling in, right? And guys, okay. I can't be Kevin Samuels. I can't be, that Brian guy from whatever. Guys, I don't put up with disrespect from chicks. I just don't. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Guys, a lot of guys on here, I give a lot of leeway. You guys know me. You know what I'm saying? But with women, guys, no, it's not happening. It's not. You guys are gonna probably see some like 23-year-old or some 43-year-old talking mess. I'll just boot her off. You know what I'm saying? Because guys, I can't. This is our space, right? And if you're not at least willing to have a good faith discussion, off through the uprights. You know what I'm saying? So, John, you be shocked. You be shocked. I guarantee. If I hit about 25, 30,000 subs and I talk about like single moms and some of the other topics like student loans, there's gonna be chicks calling in. Especially if I lean more into the dating stuff. You know what I'm saying? But guys, I guarantee when I hit a certain number of subs, there's gonna be chicks calling in. Guaranteed. So Jeff Smith, what's up, dude? David's here. JD is here. Good to see you guys. Okay, so Colin, let's break some news, buddy.
It never gets old.
It never gets old. Okay, Korg, what's up, dude? Here we go, guys.
A high school honor student from Westlake has been.
Oh yeah, guys! Every live, I'm gonna try and do an Ice Baby update. I'm gonna try and get that itty bitty sound clip without it being copyrighted. You know what I'm saying? For all you guys that are new, guys, I think Ice is doing a great job. Right? They're doing an awesome job. And the more that we can see them crying, these knuckleheads crying about it as they get shipped off, the better.
At 11, a high school honor student from Westlake has been deported with her mother. They were sent back to Guatemala. NBC4's Darsha Phillips live now after speaking with the student and her family. Darsha.
Yeah, Kathy, Nori Santoy Ramos was looking forward to her senior year of high school. She was looking forward to running the 4x4 and the 300-meter hurdles for her track team. But after being deported
she's one of those chicks that's okay looking from certain angles. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? She's all right looking from certain angles. Then I don't know if it's the light or what, you know?
Last week, this team's...
Let's just say I tell her my name was Colin and smash...
future is uncertain.
17-year-old Nori Santoy Ramos, an honor student and track star at Miguel Contreras High School, was deported with her mother to Guatemala on July 4th. Nori's cousins here in Los Angeles grew up with her and are having a hard time speaking about her deportation.
How do you feel about the fact that she's gone? What kind of goes through your mind when you think about it?
Look at this lip ring. Look at that. There's not even any tears. Come on.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Colin, what do we always say? Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.
The family says Nori and her mother came to the U.S. 10 years ago as asylum seekers. Nori was just 6 years old. She spoke to us on the phone from Guatemala.
I feel really sad because I was hoping to graduate with my friends and be there with them doing track and field.
Now you're probably the most educated person in your village.
It's really I didn't expect this.
Nori says,
yeah, Rizai's right. Why did none of them try and get legal status if they've been here for so long? Yeah.
She and her mother.
And someone has said something about pot, I think. Guys, I don't smoke pot because it gives me really, really, really bad headaches, man. You know what I'm saying? Like bad migraines. Because I get them anyways, but something about it, I mean, so it's just not for me. If you do it, fine. I have no issues, guys. I'm from Washington State, so like everyone that I know from college smokes, and I have friends of mine that are like very successful and different, and they just smoke to just blow off steam, whatever. Fine. I have no issues. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that you should drive, fly an airplane, be a police officer or anything, and be smoking weed. Sorry. So
were detained at their immigration appointment.
And I was scared.
That's so awesome. They're like, oh, hey, we're just going to need you guys to stop in for a quick appointment. Hello, we're here for our appointmento. And then they said, guys, heroes don't wear capes, they wear ice vests. Let's go!
Because I didn't know where I was gonna. They were gonna take us.
They were taken to Texas and then flown to Guatemala.
I was like, can we like make a call because none of our family doesn't know that we're being deported? And they were just like, no, your family already knew. Like they already know that you guys are deported.
Nori's family now devastated, wondering what the future holds for Nori and her mother, and if Nori will be able to continue with all she has accomplished.
I saw her grow up.
You better start learning how to chop bananas.
AJ, I hate you.
Like, man, me want to go home. I'm sorry.
I'm going to.
Oh, Mr. Tally, man, tally me banana.
Hey, man, I'm going to hell because you made me laugh at that.
You guys, it's Friday. I don't give a goddamn. Cora, what were you saying?
I said I'm going to hell because I laughed at that. Oh, I can't say that. Sorry.
To learn how to freaking pick avocados in this bad boy. I'm not playing.
So, learning a new language and being able to manage that and go through the obstacles that she did is just so unfair, having this taken away from her, like in the blink of an eye.
Not seeing her at school anymore is just like something is missing,
Look at that, guys. Here we go.
When you rent an apartment, you expect the landlord to clean the unit, fix broken items, and everything to be in working order.
You would, but the mother of 3 children shows consumer reporter Don Dare her landlord did very little to prepare her apartment before.
No, guys, I thought that they were all living on their own and don't need men.
Yeah, they're strong and independent. Yeah, they.
Numbers too big to ignore.
Right? Tall star that says she has that on her lips. Yeah, all those piercings. Yeah.
She moved in.
That's right, Lorianella. She says it was as
this guy started doing it. This guy was on the ground during WW2. He's been doing the news for so long.
if the landlord had forgotten about her. Renting an apartment is expensive, especially in the Knoxville area. Used to be when a tenant moved out of a unit, a maintenance crew would step in before the new renter moved in. The crew would shampoo the carpets or replace them if they were damaged. They'd repaint the walls or touch them up and repair things that were broken. None of that happened for the woman who called us. Marabella, you moved in at the end of June?
I can't understand her. Can you help?
We now
Hey guys, here's the thing. There, like, when you're gonna be on the news, please dress your best, guys. This is the best she could, man.
Give her credit. No visible tattoos.
7th, and I haven't finished unpacking yet.
Marabella Heisch hasn't unpacked because her apartment wasn't ready for her family to move in.
Please tell me her kids are mixed race. Oh, I would laugh. Guys, I would laugh so
She
much.
lives at the sprawling Steeplechase apartment complex in North Knoxville. Her unit has a large living area with 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, offering plenty of space for her 3 kids.
One of them is! One of them...
No, yeah.
I called it! Guys, call me Jason Thomas! I knew it!
Marabella says when she saw the apartment's virtual...
Back up.
Right here?
$20 says the one kid claims she'll claim that kid is trans. Notice how the kid's hair is colored?
Oh, yeah. This kid. But yeah, I knew it. Is this kid albino too? Interesting.
Her 3 kids. Marabella says when she saw the apartment's virtual tour on its website, that sealed the deal. So she and her fiance saved their money for months to rent the unit.
I paid over $3,000. The exact amount is $3,233.53.
The monthly rent is?
It is $1,834.
As much money as you gave the management here, what did you expect when you moved in?
I expected luxury apartments like they advertised, but it's not at all.
Apparently, apartment maintenance never checked her kitchen before she moved in.
It's falling apart. It's broken. You see that they tried to glue it back together, but it is broken.
There is also a second drawer that's broken and off its track, making it difficult to open. This looks like a door. What's it doing?
Here's the thing.
Here.
This actually belongs over there at my laundry room.
A guy would have taken she says she has a fiance, and you must be super beta. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just look and be like, wait, what? You know what I mean? But guys, this is what they voted for. This is what they wanted. So,
well, tonight,
here we go again.
Story of a college student from Long Island.
You know, she's about 15 years past the wall, but I'd smash. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
you keep the lights on?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She had to wear a friggin' turtleneck. And I'd still hit her with my patent.
Who is this guy?
I don't know.
Conservative, what's up, man? God of the Sea, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you guys, man. During the day shift, guys, do the next 13 minutes for everyone, and then the chat will go members only. So guys, make sure to hit the join button or the link in the description, or hit the StreamYard button to call in. So
caught up in the immigration crackdown by the Trump administration, 20-year-old Sarah Lopez Garcia is an honor student at Suffolk Community College who works to help victims of domestic violence and was working to get a green card. ICE agents who claimed that they were looking for someone else picked her up and then took her to a detention center in Louisiana. She's now facing deportation back to Colombia along with her mother. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Stacey.
Another mother-daughter duo. Let's go. Ice, baby.
Going to college, working, trying to make a life.
Trying to make a life together. Santiago Luis Castillo and his fiancée, Sarah Lopez Garcia, had planned to get married in August.
Maybe you should have put off marriage there, buddy boy, and you could have made her a citizen.
I was trying to build something on now what we have.
She was a standout.
You better get a calling card. You better get WhatsApp. You know what I'm saying?
Student at Suffolk County Community College here in Riverhead until ICE came to her family's apartment here in Mastic, claiming they were looking for someone else, striking up a friendly conversation with Sarah and her mother.
Imagine this dunderhead managed to go to school here, go to public school, graduate from high school, and go to college here while not being legal at all. Can you name a country on earth that you can do that other than in the West?
Nope.
No.
And that's what's infuriating.
Yeah.
But then taking them away.
They never say they're coming for them. So that's the...
Do you feel they were pretending they were coming for someone else?
Yes, that's what they did.
So let me throw this. Hold up. So let me throw this out there. They're all smart and independent, right? But yet they're easily duped by, we just want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Day
Fish in a
before her
barrel.
university's commencement, casting a shadow over the ceremony, her teachers tell us Sarah was supposed to be here, cheering on friends who were graduating.
There's an emptiness there that has hit a lot of
shut up.
Her classmates hard because she was in the peer mentor program. She was very well loved.
They say Sarah was studying to be an interior designer.
So in other words, she got a useless degree because she's useless now too.
Also helping to design part of a nearby women's shelter. Always doing good things.
This just flies in the face of the narrative that we've been told that ICE detentions and ICE raids will only be for those who are...
Yeah, this guy probably teaches underwater lesbian studies, right?
Or convicted of a crime.
Her fiance says Sarah committed no crimes, but now feels like a prisoner.
She's here illegally. That's a crime. What are you talking about?
Treat them like criminals. They scream. She was a 3.9 GPA honor student. Absolutely incredible student, a student leader.
Her fiance tells us Sarah had only one more semester to go.
Now she can lead herself into doing that paperwork to get here legally, right? Here you go. Damn it. Where'd it go? Hold on, guys. There was one more story here. Wait, ooh, what was that? France sees sharp decline in desire for children. Oh, well, it's the French. Screw them. I don't care.
I be missing out on my kids' life and I work a lot. So I be having to provide for them and I really don't be having time to spend with them. And it hurts me a lot.
Nakia Hamilton is a single mother of 3 here in
Of course she is.
Columbia. She works 12 hours plus to provide for her children, even if that means doing it all by herself at this Burger King on Broad River Road.
One of my employees just quit on me. And
sorry, guys.
and they ain't had nobody else to come in. So I had to work by myself, had to close by myself, had to do the dishes, do prep, do the floor, do front counter, drive through. Though I end up shutting down drive through and let people come in because it's too much trying to run and take orders and got to run back. So
y'all need to get her some help up in here because she busted her behind. She's doing everything she needs to do to make sure everybody is okay up in here.
In this TikTok video, you can see Hamilton working.
At least we know she's not going hungry, right? At least we know that she's doing her due diligence, taste testing the food.
by herself, and thousands of people on social media had questions.
And then last night I closed again by myself last night.
So why don't thousands of people come up and put in an application, right? Please.
Finally got help today. And she been here since 11 o'clock. She about to close with us at 11. So we just ain't got no employees. Nobody want to work no more.
Still, even after what happened here that day, Hamilton says she's doing it all for her children and thanks her manager for giving her the job.
I wouldn't have no job because I do have a record. And it's hard to find a job.
Of course you have a record. Of course you do.
And by grace,
Reja says in Japan, police they can ask anyone for their passport at any time, and they'll detain you. If you don't have it, if you don't have it, even if you're in the country legally. Yeah.
God, she gave me a job, so that's the only reason why I stayed for her. Stay up to date.
Blah 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 blah. Now, guys, hold on. There's one more story that I want to show you guys, and then we'll get to the video here. Hold on. Here it is.
This former Department of Corrections employee is now under arrest.
Yeah, she looks like John Candy. She looks like no. You guys know who she looks like?
God, if you tell me she's in her 30s, I'm gonna freak.
Yeah, she looks like Big Country, the UFC fighter. She looks like just like Roy Nelson, right?
What's the over under on her age?
Yeah, guys, how old do you think this chick is? Yeah, I would say in her 40s, but you know,
she looks like she's
like she's in her 60s. Yeah.
Arrest after
Someone says she looks like the dude from the movie Mask with Cher. Oh, Razor says 47. David says it's 45. Guys, make sure to hit the like button, guys. Hit the join button.
What's her real age versus what she looks like?
Okay. Here we go.
investigators say a guard caught her naked with an inmate.
Oh!
Now her attorney says the woman was threatened and forced into that situation.
Oh, please!
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Oh, guys, does that even surprise us anymore? I mean, come on.
Channel 2's Michael Seiden is live in Northeast Atlanta on this developing story. Michael, you've learned the woman is also accused of another crime.
Of course she is.
Yeah, and Linda, I want to show you exactly where this former employee who worked as a purchasing assistant used to work, right down there, that brick. Investigators say on her LinkedIn page, Vicky France shows that she works as a purchasing assistant for the Department of Corrections. But tonight, a spokeswoman for the DOC confirms that the 56-year-old has been fired. This after authorities arrested.
Wait, how old?
56.
Authorities arrested her on Monday after an investigation revealed
56, guys, she looks way older than
that she attempted to have sexual activity with an inmate. Authorities say it all went down last month at her job at the Atlanta Transitional Center, which provides felons who are near the end of their sentences with a place to live and work as they prepare for life after prison.
The state would ask for $20,000 on each count.
France chose to waive her first court appearance on Tuesday, but her public defender asked for a lower bond and also pushed back on the allegations.
That she was under the duress. She was threatened with her life, actually, to comply with the demand. But
that's such crap. That's such crap. Oh, he threatened me. My life was in danger.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
The complaining witness, like my client is the victim of the whole situation. And yet,
someone says, I feel sorry for the inmate. She's horrible. Pardon the inmate. Someone says she's not very bright. She wait, hold on. Granny's gone wild.
that she is falsely accused of those charges.
But according to the arrest affidavit, a security guard who works at the facility witnessed the alleged criminal behavior and reported that he saw France in her office laying on a bed mat with no pants on and an inmate standing over her.
Yeah.
He also claimed he intervened before any sexual acts took place.
Look at that.
Yeah, and it's unclear if those
disgusting, right? Guys, how down bad do you have to be? You know what I'm saying? Come on. Just give me a second so I can pull up this video here. And guys, make sure to hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. Here we are. Okay. Now here we go, guys. Now, guys, Colin, Korg, everyone in the chat, name the types of nugs and gavins that these that wives in general cheat with, but especially rich guys' wives. We have the personal trainer.
Gerardo is the personal trainer.
Huh?
Gerardo is the personal trainer.
Yeah. Nug, Gerardo. Yeah, and then we have Gavin. Yeah, Gavin, the friggin' yoga instructor,
right.
Or the guy that's always playing the guitar at the open mic night. You know what I'm saying? Or here, if you're in LA, if you're in New York, Gavin, the freaking piano bar guy, because you know these old broads love going to the piano bars. You know what I'm saying? And dude's just playing the nene.
Don't forget about Enrique, the pool boy.
Yeah, facts. Yep. Catwag says yoga instructor. Yeah, jiu-jitsu instructor now. Yeah. Let's see.
The gardener, the pool boy, the lawn guy.
The massage therapist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The swim aerobics guy.
Oh, wait. The kid's tutor.
Oh, yeah. We all know he's slaying the nene. Any regular employee that their husband has come to the house often. It's like if he has a car collection and
the maintenance guy
to do any type of maintenance. any type of delivery guy that's coming over, dropping off packages, any type of manager at the place that they go to. So maybe like the nail salon manager might be a guy. Who else? Do you have anything else?
Nah, the nail salon manager is going to have sugar in the tank.
Nah, dude. No, because he's probably some. No, he manages the salon. He's probably okay. So what happens is like you have these second generation American-born Asian guys where they inherited their parents' nail shop.
Good point.
Right, and he's a American as apple pie, straight Asian guy, and a lot of Asian guys are working out now. You know what I'm saying? So he's probably smashing. The door-to-door salesman, the pizza guy, the janitor at the gym. You know what I'm saying? Just smashing. So guys, this guy right here, he's a personal trainer at a pretty high-end gym, and he's going to explain to us how these rich guys drop their wives off to get trained, and then they start asking him to hit the skins. So guys, let's get into this. And guys, I put the link to this video in the description just in case you want to watch the whole thing later, okay?
I'll tell y'all, being a personal trainer at these luxury gyms, Equinox, Boston Sports Clubs in Wellesley, Massachusetts. Look up Wellesley, Massachusetts.
And guys, Equinox is an expensive gym. I
would say it's top 2, top 3, like wealthiest city in Boston. Like when I was a trainer at these places, especially when I was in college, because that was my first ever quote unquote occupation that I did, especially while I was in college, there were a lot of interactions that I would have with women, married women specifically, not single women. I did have some single women that I worked with. That's fine. But married women, I would have some interactions with them that
a friend of mine, he used to go to college at UNLV, and he would lift weights at Vegas Fitness, which is a pretty prominent gym. And him and all his powerlifter friends, they'd work out there. And all these rich wives, they would just pass them around, just smash all of them. It was crazy, dude.
Would leave me scratching my head. Because, I'm a very moral person, and obviously don't shit where you eat, right? Like that was always my mindset. Never shit where you eat. And also never touch another man's wife, right? That's another thing. Consensually, of course. I know some people are going to think like I'm saying something crazy, but I would have these crazy experiences where, obviously I'm a trainer. I'm here to make money. I'm making money, and I'm working with these women, and they start to get really flirtatious, right?
Even she says, if you've never seen a camel, you will at the gym. Yeah, facts, guys. Yeah, guys. Once again, I did the video on girls in the gym. Colin, you guys saw that? The first girl, she was wondering why like guys don't talk to her at the gym. Guys, the gym that I used to go to before I moved was mostly guys, right? But the gym that I go to now, it's a nice gym, but it's there's a lot more mixed. But there's a lot of women who go there, guys. In my 44 years on this planet, I've never seen girls wear this little clothing at the gym. It's crazy. You guys, I don't look at them. I don't talk to them. If there's one on a treadmill, I'll go all the way to the other side. You know what I'm saying? And just go the opposite way. Guys, don't look at these chicks. Don't talk to these chicks. Guys, don't. If they ask to work in, say no. You know what I'm saying, guys? Don't interact with them at all, because that is just a recipe for disaster. Guys, the chat's gonna go members only. So guys, either hit the join button or the link, or hit the StreamYard button to call in to interact. So here we go.
And you start to wonder, because that they're married, because they came with their husbands in that consultation. Their husbands were sitting in that consultation. Their husbands were egging them on to actually be trained by me, and they were all for it. And then once the husband left and they were just me and them in the gym, right? They would start to, say flirtatious things. They say, "Oh, you're so attractive. Like, oh, your muscles. I love how you look. Like, oh my God, like you're so amazing. I wish my husband was like that." And they would start to say things like this in the beginning, right? And I would work with these women for about 3 to 6 months, right? Nothing crazy. But As the weeks went on, the flirtations got more and more and more and more and more, right?
Look at that, guys.
To the point where it just got to a point where I'm like, you're married. Like, I wouldn't tell them this, but in my head, I'm like, you're married. Like, how could you be this flirtatious? Like, how could you?
Because they are demons. That's why. You know what I'm saying, guys? We aren't shocked. We aren't surprised, right?
Right. Yeah. Newsflash, buddy. A ring don't plug a hole.
Yeah. Facts. Yep. That's true. That's true. Guys, that's the one thing about like some of the other red pill creators that I think the message that they push is stupid. Guys, you don't need money to get chicks. Oh, you gotta make your money, bro. You gotta make money. Dude, if that was the case, then all these single moms wouldn't be pregnant by Nug and Gavin. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, guys, you don't need money to get chicks. It helps because there are guys that have money that A don't get chicks and B might get chicks, but they don't respect them, and then they bang this guy. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Jorge, what's up, man? Thanks for the membership, my friend. Appreciate that. Thanks for supporting the channel. Appreciate that. Carlos, man, thanks for handing out a membership, my friend. I really, really, really appreciate that.
Be egging me on so much. And it would get to a point, I would say typically around week 8, they would be like, hey, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm really attracted to you. Like, I don't really do much when I'm at home. My husband's not there, he's always at work. You can come over or something like that.
Look at that.
They're like, hey, let's go do this, let's go do that. And I would politely say no, I respectfully say no, because obviously, I respect their husbands, I respect what they're doing, I respect the hustle that they're doing. But there's one thing I realized, because these demographic of women were rich women, right? Yeah. And these rich women were always left at home by themselves. They were always bored. So they always wanted to talk to a lot of these guys who were in these services industries, right?
Now here's the thing, guys. Once again, this comes from this modern sense of that a man has to be more than a protector and a provider. Guys, modern chicks want a man to be their best friend, their counselor, their protector, provider, prophet, priest, make a lot of money, but be home all the time. Guys, think about the army wives back in the 1920s and 30s and 40s. Guys, cheating has always been a thing, but a lot of times, how many times do you see with your grandparents, your granddad was just in his chair reading the paper and grandma was in? Guys, they didn't really need to talk all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is relatively new. This is about the last 40 years, 30, since the 90s. Because even my parents weren't like best friends like that. You know what I'm saying? My mom would do her stuff, and then my dad, he would do his stuff. But they would, they were together. But my dad worked a lot. He worked a lot because he was a doctor. So he would leave the house at like 5:30 in the morning, go to the gym, and then be to work by like 8:30, and then come back at 10:30 at night.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Corey, background noise, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure a lot of you guys do this because I know I do this. You ever just sit there and you're watching TV, or it just has to be where you're relaxing and you just space out. You're just zoning out. Nothing's going on in your head. I had a girlfriend who, if I did that, she would say, "What are you thinking?" And I'd say,
what's wrong?
And she'd say, "Well,
is it something I did?" Yeah.
Well, no, it wasn't what's wrong. It was just what's going on in there. And I'd say, "Nothing." No, what do you mean? And I'd say, I just went someplace else, and she couldn't understand that. And guys sometimes just like to tune the world out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Would have their own personal masseuse who was a male. They would have their own trainer who was a male. They'd have their own gardener who was a male. They'd have all these male services around them, right? clearly for a reason. It never was just that, right? It never was just for just like their actual trade work that they did. But as I was talking to them more, I would try to understand what was going on at home, because that would give me a good understanding of why they act the way that they act. Because I do believe that women who feel neglected or who feel like they're just sitting at home and just like their husband is out doing whatever he's doing, again, respectful, because
now here's the thing, guys, because he's gonna say like what they can do to fix the problem. Guys, there is no fix. If you are a woman and you want a successful man, he's not gonna be around. Period. This is this thing where women want to have their cake and eat it too, and they want the world. They think that they can have everything. They want an alpha who's alpha to everyone else but them. They want a rich guy who's always around. That's crazy. There is no fix for this problem. There isn't. Guys, all my friends that are more successful than I am, right? Friends of mine who make 300,000, 200,000, 250,000, whatever. Guys, they work all the time. I make good money, but I make sure that I have work-life balance so that I can be yapping in this microphone with you guys. You know what I'm saying? But I have friends that are lawyers, and they work 70 hours a week. A friend of mine does IT. He works 70 hours a week. He makes $350,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? But it just doesn't make any sense. And instead of enjoying the life, and instead of enjoying the fact that she has a life that she could never afford on her own, she's going to whine and moan and complain and let freaking the personal trainer, the gardener, the masseuse shoot up the club.
He's going out. He's going on business trips. Who knows what he's doing on these business trips, of course. But like, he's bringing in money, right? She's living this comfortable lifestyle. Why would you talk to a 19-year-old personal trainer who's in college still? Like, why would you do that?
Because you're a demon.
You know what I mean? So it always hit me in the back of my head, like, what's going on? Like, why are you choosing to talk to me versus the guy who...
Emoji Minister, yeah, oftentimes that is true. But guys, so what? So what? If guy's making $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 a year, and his wife's driving a Lambo truck and a 9-bedroom house or whatever, so what if he smashes his secretary? Guys, a lot of chicks, guys, are okay with that because they just look at the house, look at the cars, and say, you know what? Him smashing some 21-year-old secretary is not worth me divorcing him and then having to get a job. You know what I'm saying? But then the fact is, guys, there are some chicks whose their ego is worth more to them than a life that they could never have on their own. Just think about how insane that is. These chicks that are with these successful guys, they are basically the equivalent of a duchess, right? There was a duke, a baroness, right? But they're willing to give that up and divorce the guy and be a single mom, all because he smashed a secretary, please.
Who's rich. Don't women like rich guys? Don't they only want money? And when I started to really analyze this, I noticed that the money was kind of like a safety net for them. They want the rich guys because the rich guys have the money that will give them the lifestyle that they want. But the fun comes in with the guy who may not be rich, but also has a certain personality and has a certain edge to him that they're super attracted to, more of like the high testosterone guy, right? That like they just have like this crazy fondness of, they fantasize over. A lot of women fantasize over the personal trainer. They fantasize over the masseuse that touches them a little bit in a certain way and they get excited and they want to do this and they want to do that. I'm not saying all women, but that happens consistently. And it got to a certain point where I was really just asking so many questions about their relationships, and they would open up. They would say a lot. They say, "Oh, well, you know, he doesn't last very long. Like it's kind of boring. Like I've never orgasmed in my like, they would just like throw this shit out there, and they would bash the guy so much. And in my head, I'm like,
look at that.
Talking about whores, people. They're everywhere.
But he's a millionaire. Like, bro, when I tell you, Wellesley, Massachusetts, billionaires out there, right? There are. I remember when I was waiting tables because I did a little bit of serving at the country club, the Wellesley Country Club. The CEO of Bank of America was there. I'll never forget that. I didn't even know who he was. I served him, right? And these are the types of guys that live there. Like all the NBA players live there, everything, right? And all of their wives, I'm not saying his wife, or I'm not saying any NBA player's wife, but like a lot of these rich guys' wives would go to these trainers and they would flirt with them and they would do things with them. And it always puzzled me because I'm like, you have something safe at home. Why are you coming here and taking the risk with somebody? What if he finds out? Right. But then obviously, you know, they have probably half of whatever the guy has and they feel like they can do whatever they want. And it was just crazy to experience this stuff. And they would always talk about how like he doesn't necessarily listen to me. He doesn't pay enough attention to me. I always feel like I'm alone. I'm with the kids. Like I just like want to have some fun. Right. And it's tough to hear this as a man because you're like, man, what if this shit happens to me? Which, again, it can happen to anybody.
There you go. There you go, guys. And this is why, guys, I was going to do my channel as being primarily like black male focused. But then, you know what? It can happen to anybody, guys. Rich, poor, black, white, Hispanic, your military, police. It doesn't matter, guys. Doesn't matter. These 304s are just demons, man. They're friggin' Dark Souls bosses. All of them. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely insane.
It can happen to me. It can happen to you. It can happen to anybody. It doesn't fucking matter. The reality is it is a possibility, right? But what I've also noticed is it's a possibility that can be reduced if you're a man who can basically do more, right? And again, this is going to piss off a lot of guys. They're like, why do I have to do more? I just don't want to date women at all. Go ahead. Don't do that, right? That's your prerogative. But I take that as a masculine man. I take that as a challenge. Like, how can I be somebody who's also fun, cool to talk to, like can actually give the woman a good experience while also getting the money as well, right? It's good to have both. But a lot of these guys will be so focused on their careers, which again, respect to.
Because they have to be. That's just the thing, guys. In order to make that much money, you have to focus on your career. Guys, I understand what he's saying, but guys, any effort, this is why you have to find a woman who's your support system. She's okay with being the vice president. You know what I'm saying? But you can't take effort away from you trying to slay the dragon. Worry about the woman at home. It makes no sense.
Because that's super important. But the woman would be on the side just fucking around, right? Idle's mind is the devil's playground is what I learned. Because as they're doing these exercises, they're pointing their butt out a certain way. They want to do more squats. All of a sudden, they want you to get right behind them. They want you to do all these different things. And I just realized, man, I'm like, if you're a dude and you let your woman like go be with like a male trainer or like a male masseuse or any of these different services, you're kind of cooked at the end of the day, especially if you're a grinder, if you're somebody who's really working hard and building and you're not at home very often. The likelihood of something happening is a lot higher. And I didn't realize this until I went through that process. And once I started to understand, like, it's not about the money. It's not. It's about the fun. It's about the thrill. It's about the emotional roller coaster. A lot of these guys, when I would meet them, when they would come and sit down at like, you know, we would do halfway point reviews and stuff like that. And like they'd want to renew and everything. They would be so excited that I'm working with them. They're like, man, you're doing so great. She looks so amazing, et cetera, right? And it's like, they just didn't understand what was going on behind the scenes. It like could not even be possible in their mind that their wife would be flirting with a 19-year-old personal trainer. Like, what? Like, I have the money. Of course she's attracted to me. It's like, no. And by the way, a lot of these guys were fat. Out of shape. I was like, man, I'll train both of you guys. I jokingly say this in the consultations. I'll be like, man, I can train both of you guys. Actually, that'd be dope. And of course, the woman would be like, no, it's just for me. And the guy's like, yeah, she can have that, guys. Now, what's crazy is the woman would want to get in better shape. The man would not. As she got in better shape, she would start to look in different directions, right? I would see the same woman looking at other trainers as well, not just me. I'm not saying that I'm like this Casanova or nothing like that. It was just the idea of being with somebody who was in shape, somebody who was young, somebody who looked adventurous, somebody who looked like they were just living life just on the edge. Like that's what they were looking for. you know? And so it got to a certain point where I just realized it's not all that it seems to be. Like,
but they're all 304s, right, guys? You know? You guys, this isn't anything new, you know? Guys, I used to work part-time, like a couple hours a week as a personal trainer at a gym. So it's years and years and years ago. I used to see it. You know what I'm saying? I used to see these chicks flirting with these dudes, right? There was one guy who worked there. He was like an overweight dude. And he was a trainer there. And he was piping down all types of chicks. It's crazy, you know? So
chasing money is great to be able to chase a fulfilled life when it comes to like your finances, to make sure that you're not stressed all the time. But it gets to a certain point where all of your life as a man has to be balanced, right? And it's like, you can have the greatest woman in the world, but if you neglect her completely, she's going to go awry. She's going to...
And there you go, guys. And that's why, guys, you know, in order to be successful, guys, you got to mind your own business. Colin Cork, right? Think about that. You say, you can't neglect your chick if you're successful. Well, it's easier to be successful if you're on your own, right? Right, guys? Then you don't have to worry about it. Look at that.
Yeah, but the guy's got a double-edged sword, because she wants all this money and she wants all these things, but the only way to get the money and the things is to work long hours, and then she's griping that you're never here.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, they want everything, you know? And guys, sorry to say it, but there is a marriage cap to success a lot of times. A lot of places you won't make it to the C-suite unless you're married. You won't make partner at the law firm unless you're married. You won't make lieutenant or sergeant at the police force, or you won't go from lieutenant to captain in the military unless you're married. That's just how it works. You know what I'm saying? So
start doing other shit because they need attention. All of them do. It's normal for them to want attention. But it was just crazier to see these rich women who had the money, who wanted people who didn't have the money. All the trainers around me also were kind of similar to me financially. Like, we weren't balling, probably making around $50K a year, $40K a year, doing the training stuff at the gym. You know how the gym works. Like, you get paid probably 20%, if best, of what they're paying you per session, right? The going rate for those gyms that I was working at, the Equinox one in San Francisco, was $200 a session, right? Crazy, $200 a session. The one in Wellesley in Boston, Massachusetts, was around $90 a session, $90 to $100 a session. So these were like higher price things. And so we would get a small percentage of that. We'd only get 20%. And I just understood. I was like, man, it's not what the whole like idea of women, like it just shattered my idea. Like it helped me understand that like you are not safe even with money.
And this is because this guy believed the whole sugar and spice and everything nice and and women are good. No, guys, here's the thing. I'm an equal opportunity hater. You know what I'm saying, guys? Because one of the other hallmarks about becoming a man that I don't talk about is, guys, once you start seeing men can be lying, cheating, moronic pieces of trash, then you start saying, you know what, women can be lying, cheating, moronic, violent people too. You know what I'm saying? The same. I look at men and women pretty much equally, and I don't trust. Once again, guys, you don't have to respect any group, any sex, any race, any religion, because respect is earned. Period.
If you're one-dimensional, if you only have money, you're not safe. You gotta have multiple different attributes to you that wow the woman. You have to be in her fantasy consistently as a man. Like if you're jacked, you're in shape, and you're also making money, and you're also charismatic, and you're also super competent in other areas of life.
In other words, you got to be Superman. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
She will always be attracted to you for the most part. And you have the freedom to be able to do things with her and have adventures with her. Like a lot of these women would always tell me like, oh yeah, we go on vacation like once a year, because he's always traveling for work and stuff like that. And I'm always like with the kids and all of that. And they would tell me everything about their relationships, everything about their lives. And I would feel so bad for these guys because maybe they knew, maybe they didn't know. Maybe they just didn't give a fuck, honestly. Because I've also come across a lot of guys who are well off that don't give a fuck what their woman does because they're also doing some shit on the side and they're really just there to build the family, build the legacy, and just do whatever, right? This would typically happen. But it would be so interesting to understand how these women think and how they view their relationship and how they don't give a fuck about their relationship and how they see their relationship as almost a crutch to their life versus like something that is actually a benefit for them. I mean, they're benefiting with the money. They're benefiting with the guy who's ambitious, right?
Yeah. That's giving them a life that they could never afford on their own. Look at that, guys.
But they want the other things. They want the intangible thing or the tangible things that aren't necessarily as important as the money. And as I started to learn this, even when I was at Equinox, it was the same exact pattern, the same exact scenario. These rich women would come around, they would talk, they would over talk about their conversations with their husbands and their issues in the bedroom, their issues with his physical appearance, their issues with his over dedication to work. And it's like, in my mind, I'm like,
isn't that such a woman thing to do? She pulls up in a $200,000 Lambo truck, right? SUV. After pulling out of a $2 million house with a nanny, personal chef, right? Coming back from a trip to the Maldives and then has a nerve to talk about the guy. Isn't that insane, guys? Isn't that just like the most woman way to think? How
ungrateful could you be?
Yeah.
Like this guy that you're married to, this multi-millionaire, is out here doing everything possible to keep your life beautiful. But you go to this personal trainer who possibly would financially ruin your life to get something, the 10% that you don't have.
There you go, guys. See? Colin, what did you say the other day? A man will ruin his happiness for his family, and a woman will ruin her family for happiness. Right?
No. A man will sacrifice his own happiness for the family. A woman will sacrifice the entire family for her own happiness.
Yeah, fact. Yep.
True. So it was an interesting dynamic where I realized that a lot of men think that, like, okay, I can give 90%, and even if I don't have the 10%, it's fine. But they don't tend to realize the 10% that they ignore is the 90% that the woman wants. It goes both ways with relationships that I've noticed. When I've trained these women, I finally realized this. I was like, a lot of men think like I'm giving 90% of what I think she wants, and I don't have that 10%. And in the woman's mind, he's giving nothing because there's the 10% that she wants is the 90% that he gives, and the 90% that she wants is only actually 0% of what he gives. So there's like a misalignment in what's being given on both sides, right? That's why men cheat, because they look for that 10% that they don't have in the household. That's why women cheat, because they look for that 10% that they don't have.
And he is right. He is right there, guys, because I always laugh when these chicks that are wives that are decent looking or still attractive, right? Their husband cheats with a bust down. You know what I'm saying? Cheats like a mid chick. She's like, I can't believe he cheated on me with that. Your chick's a little bit hefty. She's like a 5. You know what I'm saying? But do you know what homegirl does? Right? Laughs at his jokes. Is flirty. You're so funny. He doesn't nag him. You know what I'm saying? Actually makes him feel like he's an actual human being. You know what I'm saying? You can be the hottest chick in the world, but if you're disrespectful, if you're rude, dude's gonna go for the chick that actually treats him decent every single time, guys. And it's funny because all throughout history, guys, back when Colin's about my age, back when we were in high school and stuff, guys, the big girls and the mid chicks, they knew that was the only way that they could compete with the hot girls. Is they had to be really, really, really cool. They had to be easy. They had to give it up quick, right? They had to do things in the sack that the hot girls wouldn't, and they had to be cool. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And that's why chicks couldn't believe why they would see like a really attractive guy with a chick that they would consider beneath him. Well, obviously she's doing something. You know what I'm saying? And instead of asking what that is, they just think that there's something wrong. That's what a lot of B-dubs get mad at us black guys for. Well, you know, I think I'm attractive, and you know, he's with this white girl who's like a 4 or 5. Maybe because she shuts up and she'll put a hot dog on a plate every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Why do all these NFL players, they're with white girls, and a lot of them are just mid? It's like, well, because they're worried about not getting their head caved in on the football field and they want to come home to peace. How about that? Because all the white players get peace, all the Samoan players get peace. I was gonna say Asian, but there's no Asian in the NFL, right? All the Hispanic dudes get peace. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
It means more to them than the 90% that they're getting. So it was a very interesting dynamic. And luckily for me, man, like I believe in karma, so I never ever shit where I eat, bro. Like never. And I would just come away with so much more wisdom and so much more understanding of like women who actually are in marriages with successful men, like how they truly think, how money is not everything. It is something. It is something that's very important. I'm not sitting here saying that you should not go get money and you should just get jacked and be broke and live whatever. Do both. Because you can do both. And that's what I would always look at their husbands and I'm like, bro, you could go to the gym. You're not traveling every single day. And even if you are traveling, there's a gym in that hotel. You can go train. You can take care of yourself. You don't have to look the way that you look. But they don't care because they're like money. Most of these guys were money hungry.
Now that is true. Because guys, I have a lot of friends that are rich, successful guys. Part of being, guys, you have to take that same ambition and that same strive to better yourself monetarily, and you have to apply it to your health. There's actually quite a few lawyers and doctors that are in great shape because they just cannot look in the mirror and see imperfection. You know, they can't see just being fat and lazy. They just can't. It's just not in them to do so. You know what I'm saying? So my dad worked 6 days a week, 10-hour days. He still was in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I've always been in the gym, So guys, always find a way to exercise. Guys, a good two for one deal. If you guys are busy, guys, join a kickboxing gym. That's one of the best ways to actually, knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. You learn how to fight, and you burn a whole bunch of calories in like 45 minutes, like an hour. You know what I'm saying? If you can do that 3 or 4 times a week, even if you're like traveling for work or even doing like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, there's affiliate schools you can go to in almost every town, every city. You know what I'm saying? And burn a whole bunch of calories and stay in shape. So
to get to that level to where like these guys were making they had like multi-millions of dollars in money that was coming into them every single year. They had these billion-dollar corporations, but they didn't give a fuck about their health because they just cared about the money. And I would see the relationship just like drift. And I would see the upcoming problems that would come in. A lot of these guys end up getting divorces because they would come back into the gym a year or 2 later and be like, yeah, things didn't work out, man. Like everything went bad. And they would literally just like go to the gym and start to train because they realized, damn, I need to get in shape. I didn't take care of my body and stuff like that. They would talk about the sex life that they had. They would say how it was piss poor. And it just taught me so much, man. But like I wanted to tell you guys this because I know a lot of us are here, like, we're chasing the bag, we're chasing the money, we're chasing all these things. And we also do want to have women, right? We do. We are, you're attracted to women, right? It's okay to say that, fellas. It's okay to say you're attracted to women. And I know the key with that, to maintain the attraction, to maintain the pull, is to stay in shape, make money, and be very, very social with the woman, right? Be very involved as best as you can. Show some level of involvement. That's all of it. And I think a lot of guys don't necessarily do this, and they tend to fail with women a lot. That's why a lot of rich guys get divorces very, very, very quickly. Like,
that's not true. a lot of rich guys get divorced because the government incentivizes chicks to divorce them. You can do everything right, guys. You can do everything this guy says, and you'll still get cooked. You'll still get cooked. And guys, here's the thing. Once again, a lot of rich guys honestly don't mind getting divorced because they're just going to make the money back, right? I mean, you look at Tiger Woods. He gave that broad $250 million, but now he's a billionaire. But guys, Tiger Woods' wife is never going to live as good as she was living when she was with him. She has a finite amount of money, right? Like even investing it, like he's making more money than ever. Michael Jordan too. Michael Jordan got divorced, and I think it was like a $180 million divorce, and now he's a billionaire. You think that chick is able, that his ex-wife is able to grow that money into $1 billion? Please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
AJ.
Yeah.
The old joke is, why is divorce so expensive? Because it's worth it.
Worth it, yeah.
Once you've been through it, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's actually cheaper to get rid of her, even though the old saying is, well, it's cheaper to keep her. Nope.
Yeah, because guys, your peace is worth it. It's priceless. You understand? Guys, there are guys who will lose the house in the divorce, right? They'll get cooked. But guys, they come home to that studio apartment or that one bedroom apartment, and it's quiet, and they can sit down, crack open a beer, put on Band of Brothers, and just be left alone. You know what I'm saying? That's more priceless. They can watch their favorite sport, like football or baseball, watch the whole season without getting nagged or uninterrupted. Or interrupted. So
the woman waits for a certain period of time until everything's on autopilot, and she collects her bag and she runs. And it's like, I see this shit happen over and over again. And as a young trainer, it blew my fucking mind. Because I'm like, if you have money, then the woman's going to stay loyal. I was like, nah, it's not the case at all. You have to have more things. You have to have more things to offer. Is this fair? No. Right? Of course it's not fair, but life isn't fair. But at least when you understand these things, you can operate differently and you can focus on different areas of your life and do what I always say is become multidimensional. Because when you're multidimensional, how can she compare you to anybody at that point? Because you
they always find a way, right, guys? This guy is taller. We can't fix that. This guy is more handsome than you are. This guy has quote unquote game. Those are things that you can't, guys. Charisma, you can teach it, but there are those who just have it, and compared to him, you're cooked. You know what I'm saying? So
you tick so many boxes, and you tick the right boxes, right? You are in shape, so that way you're not a minute man, right? You're somebody who can take their clothes off in broad daylight, and you're comfortable in your own skin. You are making the money, right? Because you have this career that you're doing, or you have this business that you're running. You understand the concept of making money. You have the charisma. You can make her laugh. You can tell stories. You can captivate.
But guys, this is the thing. If you're rich, if you're successful, you're such a small percentage of guy. What the hell do you have to be all of this for her for? Right? Guys, we live in a society where you have to be all this stuff to a woman. Guys, women are everywhere. Women are like buses at the bus stop. A new one comes along every 15 minutes. Think about how insane, guys. He is correct, but at the same time, it's like this. It's never been this way all throughout human history. You know what I'm saying? Chicks used to know that they have to compete. They have to check all the boxes for the guy. They have to keep him. It's not him who has to work to keep her. He's already done what he has to do. So what if he's fat? If he doesn't last long? So what? He's in the top 1%, 2% of men on planet Earth. Come on, dude. Insane.
Her imagination whenever you need to. You can be around. You have the freedom, right? A lot of these corporate guys are stuck. Golden handcuffs, right? Golden handcuffs. I remember my uncle. My uncle's probably the most successful person in my family. And he left his corporate job that was paying him multiple six figures a year to go build his own business because he wanted the freedom that came with that business. He was chasing freedom at that point. He was like, man, I got golden handcuffs. He told me, Martell, if he's the one that actually pushed me to go to Babson College, because I didn't want to go there. He was like, Martell, if you can do anything, be an entrepreneur, own your life. Yes, it will be a sacrifice in the beginning, but own your time. Because when you go into these corporations and you start working in these corporations, you will never have time for yourself. You'll never have time for your family. The job will be your entire life, and you will literally feel like a slave, and that paycheck won't mean anything. And that's what I saw with a lot of these guys that these rich women would be marrying, right? These rich guys that these women would be marrying. Let's keep it real, right? Because that's what
modern women, because all the generations of women knew better. You know what I'm saying? They knew better. They were just fine, chilling at home. You know, guys, there's not even military wives anymore. Back in the day, in World War II, guys would write home to their wives, and their wives were actually waiting for them if they made it back. You know what I'm saying? That's how dedicated that women were to marriage back in the day. And especially these guys, back in the 50s, 60s, chicks knew that if they were married to a lawyer, he wasn't going to be around. That's how it works. You know? Now, it's just sad.
They got the source of money. But it was just crazy to experience this stuff and like really, really see the dark mind of how women work when their man is not there. And it just taught me, man, it's just like, one, never ever say okay if your woman wants to hire a male trainer. You should be in the best shape of your life to where you're giving her nutritional advice, you're giving her training advice.
There you go, guys, right there. Colin, Corey, you guys know why that's not good advice?
Run that past me again.
Why is what he said not good? We said that you should be in such good shape where you can be her trainer and nutritionist.
Oh, it don't matter. Because they'll bang a homeless guy. They don't care.
No, because there's a saying, you can be the best coach in the world. You can coach anyone except your wife. You know what I'm saying? Guys, you can have all the workout knowledge in the world, but women don't listen to their boyfriends, fiancés, or husbands. They don't do it.
That's absolutely true.
You can be the best trainer on planet Earth, and because it's coming from you, they will not listen. They won't.
Yep, because her friend's husband said something, or her friend's
she read it in a magazine.
Yep.
Yeah. How many times have you told the girl that you're with something? It's like, now that isn't true. And then she'll read it in Cosmo or read it on the news, like, oh my God, this is it. I told you that like a month ago. But because it comes from you, guys, didn't we?
Dude, my ex-wife did that to me several times where, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I told you that a couple months back, and she'd get pissed.
You just saw the one thing where the guy was going through tomatoes, and he was picking the ones that his wife picked out of the bag, and she was like, not saying no, as in like, all because he was the one suggesting it. You know what I'm saying?
I know a guy whose wife would watch those home improvement channels, and she thought, oh, well, they only did it in 45 minutes, so whatever it is, it should be really easy to do. And he'd say, no, that's going to take me about 2 weeks. Why is it going to take so long? It didn't take them that long.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find that clip really fast.
I saw that clip, but I think it's a skit, but they're they're demonstrating what is reality.
Let's see. I'll have to try and find it here soon, but anyways.
Okay, if your woman wants to hire a male trainer, you should be in the best shape of your life to where you're giving her nutritional advice, you're giving her training advice. You should be the go-to for that. She wants to get a masseuse, you learn how to give good massages so she doesn't need that shit. Everything, bro. And expect the same for her too, whatever your needs are, bro. Like if you're a hypersexual guy and you want to have sex all the time, like she should be catching up with that. And if she doesn't, then boom, but now you got to go somewhere else, right? So it has to be give and take. But at the end of the day, it's like when you can master multiple different things, life becomes a lot easier and your relationships become a lot easier. And that's where a lot of men mess up. That's what I learned being a trainer. So I hope this was somewhat insightful for you. I hope this was helpful for you. Again, if you want to work with me one-on-one to just build your life, get some freedom, be able to live the life that I'm living right now, which is super dope, jacked, paid, free, all of that. Link will be in the description. Tap in with me, one-on-one mentorships, or you can get different programs to help you.
Look at that, guys. You know? Insane. Guys, here, hold on. Check this out. Look at this.
I don't know if I'm being dramatic or not. I just left in the middle of getting my tattoo, like in the middle of my appointment. I got up and I paid him and I left. I met this guy at the gym and he like approached me specifically to like because of my tattoos, and he was like, "Oh, I do tattoos," and he gave me his card and we exchanged information, and then I
Butterflies, strike one. Scorpion tattoo on her neck.
Dude,
Ugh.
just the tattoo on her chest. Ugh.
That, dude. It wants a dinosaur.
and I liked his work, and I had a tattoo that I wanted to get done all over my stomach, like I want to get it blasted. So naturally I come to the thing, and he has me take off my shirt. I have my pasties, so I'm literally just there without a shirt, and then literally just my nipples are covered. And he just starts talking about how unsymmetrical I was. He started calling my boobs tits. But the last straw, I turn around and he goes, "Oh, I get why I see you in the gym all the time. You got back rolls." Am I crazy? I need to know if I'm being dramatic or not. I just left in the middle.
Look at that, guys. Right? And then, hold on. Oops. Hold on. Where was it? Oh, look at this.
Yesterday, I had my eye color changed.
You're a physician yourself, so
I am a physician, yes.
So you know all about the inside information on medical procedures.
Ugh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at this.
Hi.
I'll have to do this Kendra G. She has 5 kids and she's saying no sex until marriage. Look at that. Hey guys, here's a clip here. Look at this.
$25 million. That's the bond set for the woman accused of fatally stabbing her manager at the East Point McDonald's.
Look at that.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Taryn Asher.
And I'm Brandon Hudson. The 26-year-old made her first court appearance today, and we learned this isn't the first time investigators say that she stabbed someone. Fox News' Camila Miri has the latest.
26-year-old Afeni Muhammad in court Friday afternoon, charged with first-degree murder. East Point police say Muhammad fatally stabbed her manager, 39-year-old Jennifer Harris, inside the McDonald's where...
Telling you guys, anytime that there's 2 beat-ups in the same close proximity.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
They both worked on 9 Mile Thursday morning.
Prior to the stabbing, Muhammad was sent home by Harris for not performing her work duties and told Harris, "I'll be back."
2 days before the stabbing, Muhammad posted a video on her Instagram, which is public. This is a small portion of that video.
But to get sent home 2 days in a row, man, and I came in on my off day to make up my time, and she still sends me home early, it's not funny. Somebody will have to do something about that. It's not funny.
Investigators say the suspect stabbed Harris several times inside the drive-through portion of the fast food restaurant. A customer, a CPL holder, was in his car and witnessed the crime. Authorities say he shot his gun in the air, attempting to stop the violence. When the suspect ran out of the restaurant, the CPL holder held her at gunpoint until police arrived.
Muhammad admitted that she intended to kill Harris and stated that after she was sent home, she drove to a nearby park, decided to come back and stab Harris with a knife that she had inside of her vehicle.
Harris, a single mother of 6 and a longtime...
A single mother of 6.
Donald...
Dante said a mixed stabby. Guys, hit the like button, hit the super chat button, hit the join button.
Employee was pronounced deceased at a nearby hospital. Meanwhile, the prosecutor revealing this in court about Mohammed.
The defendant does have a prior instance of at least one that I'm aware that involved a stabbing.
So she had already stabbed someone!
Similar, obviously, to the stabbing that occurred in this case involving a knife.
That prior stabbing occurred in Virginia. Mohammed's attorney arguing
she was in an extremely abusive relationship that was
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
not only mental but physical. That involved alcohol issues, which is where the habitual second stems from, and her prior record.
the judge set Mohammed's bond at $25 million.
Guys, if you ever see these glasses, a judge like this, you're cooked. You're cooked.
Cash surety only. She will be back in court on July 23rd for a probable cause hearing.
Damn, look at that. Here it is.
First at 5, killed on the job. A mother of 6, a McDonald's manager, stabbed to death during her shift. This is a story that has shaken our entire community. Thank you for joining us. I'm Simon Shaquette.
And I'm Carolyn Clifford. Our hearts are heavy as we think about the family and friends of 39-year-old Jennifer Harris.
Loved ones.
Hold on, guys. Let me see if
25.
I can find this Thunderhead's Instagram. Hold on. What's it called? Risen Phoenix? Let's see.
Mohammed posted a video on her Instagram.
Official Risen Phoenix. Okay. Let me see if I can find it.
First at 5, killed on the job. A mother of 6, a McDonald's manager, stabbed to death during her shift. This is a story that has shaken our entire community. Thank you for joining us. I'm Simon Shaquette.
And I'm Carolyn Clifford. Our hearts are heavy as we think.
It's still up, guys. It's still up. Look at this. Look at this.
Then one day she coming in there talking about some yeah, I broke my door in half and I had to pull my gun out on my kids since this and that. Well, you know, telling us that like the fuck you telling us you pulled a gun out on your kids for? You sound like a fucking psychopath. That's what I wanted to tell her. She was talking about some she blacked out. I'm like, yeah, you must have had blacked out if you pulled the gun out on your kids. But I got sent home earlier yesterday. I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. This shit isn't funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children.
Steve, man, thanks for handing out a membership, man. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. Look at that. Now, guys, here, there's one video that I want to watch. We can probably start it and then finish it later on. Guys, I will be live on 50304 at 10. So, guys, make sure to join the live. You know what I'm saying? Over there. Guys, let's do this. Oh, there it is. Please show. Oh, here it is. Watch, guys.
You got contacts in?
The contacts, aren't they?
What's wrong, man?
I don't know nothing about this shit.
Because I'm going to open the chat back up because, guys, wait till you see this. You guys see the title there? Look at this. Hold on. Let me do this, guys. Let me open this chat back up real fast. There we are. Guys, thanks for being here, man. Guys, thanks for supporting the channel. Guys, we're at 16K, guys, on to 17. Hopefully, guys, I can end the year with like 21, 22,000. That'd be sweet, you know. And I'm trying to enjoy the lives while they're, you know, 100, 120, 140 people. Because, guys, one day we'll have a topic, just hit and watch. We'll have like 700 people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to enjoy this now while it's man.
Hey, how you guys doing?
How are you?
Good. So,
She shows wonder.
Looks like what I do.
you got blue eyes or are those contacts?
Yeah.
Don't lie to me. Come on now. Those are contacts, aren't they?
You asked you a question. They're their ass.
Guys, how much you want to bet They have a bunch of stuff in the car, and they're probably high.
I was gonna say they're both faded as hell.
Yeah, guys. There's Korg. I don't think that you were on the lives back in the day when there was like 3 weeks in a row where we saw these B-dubs getting pulled over for like all this meth and stuff in the car. Guys, if you're gonna do this, because a lot of them get paid to do Houston to Atlanta runs, Miami to Atlanta. Guys, get like a Prius or a non-distinct car. Guys, I'm not condoning doing this. All right.
Did you ever see the movie The Mule?
No, but I heard it's good though. You know what I'm saying?
It's perfect setup. Old guy in a pickup truck.
But like, guys, get in the slow lane, drive the speed limit. You know, set your music just like a regular volume and just drive. These B-dubs, they got all these crazy clothes. They have tinted windows. They're smoking weed. They're speeding. Their friggin' license is expired. Is invalid. Their tabs are expired. They have a tail light out. Because how many times have you heard? Well, why is it that a black man gets pulled over, but a white guy doesn't? Because a lot of white guys, unless they're trailer park Cletus, are not likely to have a tail light out, to have expired insurance, to have super crazy tint on the car. You know what I'm saying?
And they're not driving a vehicle that stands out.
Thank you.
Luke, my name is hold up. Do what AJ says. Get you a Grand Marquis.
Yeah.
Plain white or plain black and drive in the right lane. Ain't nobody gonna pass you.
Yep, it's true.
In Gila County Sheriff's Office. You can't leave your right-handed blinker on when you're merging into a left lane.
Look, guys, that's why he pulled her over. That's why he pulled her over.
They're faded.
Look at that, guys. How stupid can you be, you absolute dunderhead?
Some people are really fucking stupid.
How's it going?
All right, you guys.
I really couldn't. I was making sure my brights was on so I could see.
Well, you can't have your brights on either. So you have to have them off when you're 500 feet facing other people. You don't drive a minivan all the time?
You got contacts in?
Do you see this? You don't drive a minivan all the time? No. Then whose car is it, you dinglebat?
Dude, I can tell by the passenger just the way he's looking that he is high as a kite.
They're cooked, guys. Cooked.
That what he do there.
That's what let me see your. I gotta see your driver's license anyway. We'll get to the bottom of that contact thing in a minute.
I don't think she got that in her phone.
I don't even have my license.
That's not good.
She doesn't have her license on her either.
About 3/4 of a mile left of the beach line, leveled out.
You guys ain't fire over here, just checking the floor.
No, I just went to a skating concert.
But in my head, it felt like I was lying on a bed of
skate.
Yeah, I'm a skater.
Like roller skate?
Yeah. No, with a rollerblade, regular skate. The full.
Look at that. Yeah, he's high as a kite. Look at that, guys.
4 wheels, not ice skating.
You are?
adversary that falls short of that feels
Did
like.
Crocs help you?
No. Yeah. After the fact.
I didn't bring it.
All right. Is Iron Man real?
It's inexpensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have any weapons on you, man?
Okay, he was driving.
Oh, now she's throwing him under the bus. Look at that, guys. Look, the first thing she says. They're demons, dude. They're demons.
They do.
She's barely 5 steps from the car. He was driving. It's him.
Even though she was in the driver's seat.
Guys.
What is it? No accountability.
I don't get the whole "is Iron Man real" thing. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Tired. So
You're
I was
suspended.
like, okay, yes,
Are you?
I am.
For what?
For traffic tickets, I gotta pay at home. I was just helping him drive.
So are those blue eyes or not? Like contacts. Okay. Go to my window.
Hold up, AJ.
And we'll get through this, okay?
Say again?
So pro tip. Traffic tickets, guys, are like savings bonds. The longer you hold them, the greater the value that they increase. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, I know he asked if Iron Man is real, but I don't know why.
Probably because he can tell that guy is so damn high.
Yeah.
You crying?
Huh?
You crying?
Oh, no. No, I'm done crying.
See, she cut. Damon called it. She gonna cry in 3, 2, 1. Facts. Call him Damon Stradamus.
6 8 go for.
Steve, they can still charge him with possession too.
Where are you guys coming from?
Right here in Arizona, Memphis.
All right, let's get back, guys.
Well, no, the issue we have right now, there's
guys. So we'll watch this whole thing tonight. But
right here, you. I don't blame you.
Let's see. When they find the drugs. Hold on, guys.
It's like that. You're so.
Where the
Are you a
drugs?
drug user?
No, sir.
That was a lie.
Here. Go ahead and you open this one for me.
Oh no! Didn't even. Oh! Look at that! Look at that! It's not even hidden under the floorboards or anything. It's just in the back. Guys, if these aren't the two dumbest people I've ever seen, guys, this might take the cake. Guys, I honestly think we have seen the two dumbest people that we've ever seen on 5-0 and 304s. Look at this.
You understand? Why don't we have a seat here too, okay?
It's cooked.
Okay, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer.
This guy says traveling down one of the nation's biggest drug corridors with 115 pounds of meth and no driver's license is crazy work. Look at that.
Him or her present with you. So for now, we're probably going to separate you guys.
Let's go back. Look at that. Just in bins in the back. There. These fucking people. I try to not swear, but guys, they're cooked.
Hey,
They're cooked.
give them credit. At least they're organized.
Yeah. But all right, you guys. We're at the hour and a half mark, guys. Guys, join me for 5-0 and 304s tonight at 10 p.m. on the 5-0 and 304s channel. Guys, and this is the first thing that we'll look at, and then we'll look at some greatest hits. But yeah, thanks, Korg. I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks, guys.
See you later.
Bye, guys. Take it easy.